When I started my life on the face of this earth, my mother made sure that I did attend church, and I went to vacation Bible school and Sunday school, and I did that for probably the first 10, 12, 13 years, something along that line. And I did recognize Jesus as my Savior, and I was baptized. Well, early in my preteen, early teens, I ran across an occasion where some high school jocks bullied me, and the nature of the kind of families they were from made me think that maybe the church is not one going to protect me; it's not going to take care of me. So I abandoned God at that point in time. Instead of me seeking the proper way of dealing with it, I just took it into my own hands, and I just let everybody else go. I mean, including God. And from that point on, it was just me and my way and the highway, and I really didn't care what anybody else had to say. I went to the rowdy bunch, the drinking bunch, and that's the path I grabbed a hold of and held on to that for a very, very long time. And those kind of people kind of stayed away from us people that were in that rowdy crowd. The bullies, they wouldn't get infiltrated with us because they weren't sure what we might do. I guess I don't know what it was, but it was felt like it was a safe zone. Wasn't sane all the time, but it felt like it was safe. I didn't worry about those guys anymore. There was a 5-year stretch where I drank so much, morning, noon, night, all the time, and it was during that period of time I got 3 DWIs, in a 5-year stretch, and that's not a good thing. When it came time to start going to AA or whatever type of meetings we had to go to, they mentioned Celebrate Recovery. And it just so happened that Celebrate Recovery has a meeting here at Word of Life Church. And, the combination of Celebrate Recovery and working through all my craziness and getting it all written down and talking about it and giving my testimony. And then in 2012, I remember sitting down in the foyer down there before Friday night service, and I was reading in Hebrews, and I'd been tossing around the idea of getting baptized in my head, and I knew a baptism was coming up, and I don't know what it was, but God told me right there in that foyer when I was in Hebrews that I needed to go see that pastor and I needed to get baptized a second time. And I sat down in there, and I could listen to Pastor Brian forever, but that night I couldn't hardly wait for him to quit preaching so I could get up there and ask him if he'd baptize me. And I was so grateful that he did. And that's where it really hit. From that point on, I've had nothing but a desire to listen to God and try to do what He would have me do. Am I perfect at it? Not by any means, but He is doing a marvelous work in me, and it's not anything that I've done. I just opened the mirror a little bit, and He took it from there.